profit which we share with the shareholder, that is a company who share their profit with the shareholders, we call that as dividends. In India, every 5 years the taxation policy changes. I'll tell you what it is. In dividend may have a negative impact on the share price. The lender, whoever are lending the loan amount, even they'll have restrictions in the dividend policy. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to One and All. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Business Studies in Vidyashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Yet another session number 4. Students, welcome to One and All, and we're gonna discuss something called factors which affects decision model of the dividends. So what exactly these are? These are the factors which will definitely affect the dividend decision. Last session number 3, I spoke few of the factors which affects the decision of dividend policy. Here are the yet another few more points which you are supposed to know. The firstly we have, that is shareholder preference. Yes, students, shareholders can opt for 2 of the other different shares like equity shares and preference shares. The next one here is taxation policy. Yes, please understand the 5-year fiscal policy, the 5-year plan which always changes, and the tax rates also changes. So you are supposed to be aware of the taxation policy which is levied by the government to all the people as well as the company. The next one here we have is stock market reaction. What exactly the stock market is, you all know, but still I'll tell you the basic of stock marketing, how it starts and how the trading goes on and how it affects the dividend policy at large. And the next one we have is access to capital market. Yes, students, capital market, you are supposed to know, one we have is a primary market and another is a secondary market. Both the markets you need to know that how the dividend policy gonna be affected in future course of actions. The next one here we have is legal constraints. Yes, you should know that the land and the law, that is the law of the land, which is very much different from country to country. Here the countries which goes with MNC, that is multinational companies, they face too much of legality. Due to this, the dividend policy is also affected. And lastly we have contractual constraints. Contractual constraints means the way we people have agreed, and these are the factors which will definitely affect the dividend policy. So let's go one by one and see how exactly these policies gonna affect, how exactly these points gonna affect, and how the companies are dealing with these factors. So the first one here is shareholder preference. Please see the pie chart here. Now what is that I have done is I have given you types of preference shares. Now here are the preference shares are also the factors which will actually go with the dividends. The first thing here is cumulative and non-cumulative preference shares. Then you have convertible and non-convertible, that is you can convert a few of the shares, you cannot convert few of the shares. Then you have exchangeable preference shares, you can exchange those preference shares to some other shares. And then you will be going with all the declaration, that is while declaring dividends. Now what exactly dividend is? In the last session I have told you about the profit which we share with the shareholder, that is a company who share their profit with the shareholders, we call that as dividends. While declaring dividend, management usually kept in mind the preference of the shareholder in this regard. Now what exactly it is? There are always some shareholders who depends upon a regular income from their investment. That is what it is. They'll not wait for the long term. They want that to be like, now I have invested, so what is my ROI, return on investment? You are supposed to give us the return on investment as soon as possible. That is what they do. And here now I need to tell you that what exactly these things are. Now I have given you something about the preference shares here. There are few shareholders who opt for preference shares, and when they opt for preference share, these are the types of preference shares which they go with. And the next one here is equity share also is there. Now equity shareholders will also get dividend, preference shareholders are also the people who will get dividend, but the reality is preference shareholder will get the dividend very fast than the equity. That is what the preference they talk about. The next one is taxation policy. Now, what exactly taxation policy is? In India, every 5 years, the taxation policy changes. I'll tell you what it is. We have central government taxes as well as state government taxes. We call it as CG and SG. That is central government taxation C, ST and then GST. And now here what exactly all these things are. Here the choice between payment of dividends and retaining the earning is to some extent affected by difference in the tax treatment of the dividend and capital gain. Yes, this will definitely happen if in that particular fiscal policy the taxation is more. How can a company give more dividend to the shareholders? Because company will go with what? They need to retain their earning. I told you in the last session that uncertainty and risk are too much in the business. Now, right now we are actually earning, but there should be something called stability of earning, isn't it? Only when stability of earning is there, we can actually anticipate as well as we can expect the company to give more dividend, or else what happens is stability of dividend will actually come down. So when stability of dividend comes down, again the same history will repeat. That is, shareholders will not invest in that particular shares, and that results in what? Drastic change of the cash flow in the company. So what here happens is the choice between the payment of dividend. See here, the company makes more profit. When the company makes more profit, it is well and good, but the central government and the state government, they put more taxation to the company. Now what happens is the company also need to retain few of their earning, isn't it? Because of the next year, what will happen? It's a question mark. So here the treatment, what it goes, it also affects the dividend policy. Now we have the next one as stock market reaction. Student, stock market, I'll tell you, we have two notable stock market. One is the Bombay Stock Exchange, we call it as BSE, and then we have National Stock Exchange, that is called NSE. And those exchanges, what is that they do? They play a vital role for any company to gain more dividend. I'll tell you how. Because in the stock market, if the shares are really performing good, it is also added assets to the company. That's why here you should know that the big bulls, whoever invest in the stock exchange, if they invest on a particular company, definitely the company will have a profitable ratio, that is very much, and then the wealth maximization will also happen in the meanwhile. Now investors in general view an increase in dividend has good news, and stock prices react positively to it. Understand here, general public who cannot buy the primary shares from the primary market, what they usually do is they go to the secondary market, that is the stock exchange, and then they check that whether the dividend is more or the dividend is less. If the dividend paid by the company is more, definitely the people gonna buy more shares in the stock exchange. That will result in a positive growth of a company, and henceforth the company will also move. You need to watch this Harshad Mehta scam which really happened in 1990s. Now when you understand the scam, you'll get to know that ACC Cement, the company which had a share value of 100 rupees, within no time they had a share value of 9,000 rupees. So understand, 100 rupees, the person who used to sell his shares, and it became 9,000. So what will happen to the dividend? What will happen to the shareholders who have invested in the shares of ACC? Understand the strategy and then go for it, students. This is what the real fund of stock exchanges. Jhunjhunwala, if you understand the way he became the bull of that to a stock exchange book and a big bull, If you understand his life story, 1400 times, it is not one or two, it is 1400 times he got the return back. Now that means he is doing something, right? The stock market is doing something for the benefit of the people. But let me tell you, you have a boon, you have a bane. There are crores of people, there are lakhs of people, there are people who have lost everything in stock exchange. Yes, students, this is also a true fact which you people need to know. Here what happens is similarly a decrease. Now understand, decrease in dividend, that means the company doesn't have money for the shareholders. If the company doesn't have money for the shareholder, what exactly going to happen? Try to understand. If the value or the dividend is decreased, then in dividend may have a negative impact on the share price in the stock market. So drastically what happens is, if a positive reaction you see, that is a dividend, the company is paying more to the shareholder, that means there is a positive sign. If the company is giving less dividend to the shareholder, that means there is a negative sign. So these positive and negative signs in the stock market will also affect the dividend decision. Next we have is access to capital market. There are two types of capital market. One is the primary market, another is a secondary market. Secondary market is called as a stock exchange. Primary market in the sense where the shares are brought very fresh from the company itself. That is, the company itself will sell the share. Now here you need to know that why is that company is selling the shares? Because company needs the capital. That's why they are giving the shares or they're allotting the shares. Here what happens is large and reputed, please underline this, large and reputed companies generally have easy access to the capital market and therefore may depend less on retained earning to finance their growth. See, here there is a difference that retained earning is maintained by the people who have very less capital. Now, if you have more capital, what they do is they don't care about retained earning. The reason is they go and they play in the capital market, that is the primary market and the secondary market. So the next one here we have is legal constraints. Legal constraint, what exactly it is? A certain provision of the Companies Act place restriction on payouts as dividend. Such provisions must be adhered to while declaring the dividends. So that means what? Legality should be maintained in a company. If legality is not maintained, what happens is there will be a situation where the shareholders will feel that whether the company is doing really good or it is just faking. Here understand legal constraint. Please take an example of Satyam. Now Satyam I have already spoken in few of my sessions. You can go watch those sessions. You'll understand the scam of Satyam, what really happened. Now everything was there, dividend was more, but legality wasn't there. So again that will also have an impact after Satyam really broke out, after the scam was explored by all the media, and then the shares of Satyam gradually decreased. The last one here is contractual constraint. What is this contractual constraints? While granting loans, right? While granting loans to, now for your referral, I would suggest you that please watch Vijay Mallya and the Kingfisher scam, what really happened. That is what happens here in contractual constraints. Even the banks who were the brainies, they also failed because of Vijay Mallya's brain, because they thought that it is Vijay Mallya who will never go for a loss. And what they did is they started to give him loan even without checking his bank balance, even checking his balance sheet, even not checking his auditing process and the report. So what happens here? Contractual constraint in the sense, while granting loans to a company, sometimes the lender may impose certain restriction on the payment of dividend in future. Here what happens is, if the person whoever has taken loan and later he starts giving dividends to the shareholder, what happens is when will he actually give the loan amount back? So what happens is the lender, whoever are lending the loan amount, even they'll have restrictions in the dividend policy. So they'll tell you that 3% which you were giving the dividends to the public, now you are supposed to give only 1%, in the sense the 2 remaining percent you can give it to us itself. That is what the lender will always go for. So these are the things which you are supposed to know. These are the factors which will affect the dividend policy. Dividend policy is very, very important. Dividend decision is very, very important. Please study all these things. Watch session 3 and 4. And then if you have any doubts, you can call us. We are always there, students. Vidyashram is the only college which is there 24/7 to all the students across the country. Until then, I'll see you when I see you.